you are a fintech startup, listen up, because there is a co-working and networking space that you can leverage in Mumbai, because Barclays has launched its Rise Hub in Mumbai targeted at fintech startups. What will Rise do, and why should startups even care about that? To understand that better, we're now being joined by Lubaina Manji, Barclays' head of Rise and Group Innovation Office, right here on ET Now Startup Central. Thank you so much, Ms. Manji, for taking time out to be with us over here. Fintech is a pretty hot space in India right now from a startup and funding perspective. Take us through the details of your own involvement with fintech startups in this market.
So the way that Barclays wants to be involved in fintech going forward is that we are looking to bring innovation back into Barclays. The financial services industry at the moment is going through a massive paradigm shift. We are looking, as a traditional bank, looking at non-traditional competitors as well as traditional competitors, the Googles and the Apples and the Facebooks, as well as an entire thousands and thousands of fintechs, startups who are coming and literally looking at a tiny piece of what we do within financial services. For us, it's not about just innovating internally. What we really want to do is work with them and bring the innovation that they do back into the bank, become their first customer, and grow financial services together.
Lubaina, I also want to understand, do startups also get access to funding? Is there a specific fund from Barclays which will also give fintech startups access to funding once they come into the Rise fold?
It involves, so we run several programs that are looking at things like accelerators and hackathons. We're not at this stage funding for the bank, or for startups from the bank.
Levina, tell us, what kind of scope does Aadhaar and UPI, the Unified Payments Interface, open up as far as the fintech space is concerned? What has your own assessment been in this regard?
Absolutely. I think you're very forward-thinking as a country in looking at things like biometrics and looking at the way that you're going to solve for payments in this country. And so wherever you have regulation changes, wherever you have new paradigm shifts, that's where you're going to find innovation, and that's where you're going to find startups.
Finally, Lubaina, for startups watching this show, particularly fintech startups, how has Rise really helped startups in other countries that you operate in other countries where these hubs are, and why should startups watching this show really be interested in being part of Rise? What really sets it apart?
India is our 6th out of 7 for this year that we're creating Rise sites, and for us, the whole is much greater than just the sum of the parts. So Indian startups are going to have the opportunity to interlink with businesses, with other startups, with Barclays all over the globe, whether that's in London, whether that's in Tel Aviv, and whether that's in New York.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.